Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Got an offer for a faculty position? Congratulations! It is an achievement worth celebrating. But don't get too excited about finally landing an offer and immediately accept it before you really look into the contract and what is actually being offered. Say, for example, that the institution you have your heart set on verbally offered your position. You'd be excited and might not exactly care what the package is as long as you got to work there. That is totally normal. However, it would be wise to give yourself some time to consider. Some institutions insist on getting a verbal or written confirmation of your acceptance on the same day they make the offer. Understand and know you can tell them politely that you'd like to see the actual written contract first before you make a final decision. In the United States, negotiating a contract is normal and expected. But it has been said that in the United Kingdom, attempting to negotiate can cost you the position altogether. In the United States, the institution cannot legally offer the position to anyone else for a certain period. Generally speaking, you can request a week or so to go over the offer. There are several parts of faculty position contract you can negotiate. For the most part, you can negotiate the following items: salary, startup funds that might include office furniture, books, transcriber, video camera, research money, computers, software, printers, etc. Travel money, moving expenses, and house hunting trip for family, employment help for spouse or partner, research assistance, summer support, or course release, visa and green card support if you are not a US citizen. Before you attempt to negotiate, ask if there is a room for negotiation. Each school or department has a different situation. If you are very new to the system and do not know where to start, and here are a few tips that will help you negotiate your offer. Number 1, negotiate according to your goals. You may not get all of the things you would want to negotiate. What is the determining factor for you to sign the contract? If you are married or in a serious relationship, spouse accommodation may be the most important factor. Especially if your spouse is pursuing an academic career, it is something you should bring to the table. Unfortunately, however, spousal accommodation is not very common in most institutions. Some departments even have an unwritten policy that they do not hire a spouse for various reasons. Some will say that they will have the spouse get a position later on. Don't believe it. This will not be revisited most of the time. I will post a video about academic couples later. I have a lot to talk about in terms of dual academic careers because my husband also has a PhD in a similar field. If you are not a US citizen, support for getting a work permit and or permanent residency, the green card, is more important than other items for negotiation. Most large institutions have a lot of experience hiring international faculty members, so it shouldn't be an issue to get such support. If the offer is from a small institution with limited experience of international faculty members and or limited resources, ask what they can do to help you get a work permit. One of my doctoral advisors got an offer for a tenure-track assistant professor position. Unfortunately, the college declined to provide visa support for the first year of his contract. He was able to work there under OPT, optional practical training, only for a year, so he had to seek a position right away. If you do not need the spousal accommodation or visa support, salary, startup funding, research funding, and summer salary, moving expenses, or first year teaching reduction might be the biggest points of negotiation. First semester or first year teaching reduction might also be important, especially if this is your first faculty position, or if you need time to make a smooth transition from being a student to being a professor. Moreover, you might want to dedicate yourself to research for the first semester. Do not try to negotiate every single aspect of the contract just because you think you can or you want to. Negotiate those parts that are truly important to you. Number 2, do your homework to justify your negotiation request. Everyone wants to get the best offer package. When you negotiate, you should do your homework to justify your request. Why do you think a higher salary should be offered to you? Why do you need more moving expenses? For example, if you want to get a higher salary, find information regarding salary range for faculty members who are in a similar positions in the same or peer institution. Most public institutions have to release faculty salary information to the public. If this is not available, use websites that provide the salary information, such as glassdoor.com. Do not just say, "I want more money." Number 3, communicate via email in a professional manner. Once an institution offers you a position, you pretty much run the game. However, you should not act uncourteous or unprofessional. Correspond via email so you have everything in writing. If you need to speak with a department chair, director, or dean over the phone, make sure you send a follow-up email after the phone conversation. Communicating through email will not only allow you more breathing room to formulate your response, but will also protect you just in case. In America, an email is considered a legal document. Number 4, don't leave them hanging. Nothing is more off-putting than waiting for ages for a response. While you are not obligated to respond immediately with your decision, acknowledging that you've received or read their email is common courtesy. Send a simple, "Thank you for getting in touch. I have received your email. I will get back to you in the next day or two." Never leave them hanging and waiting to hear from you. At the same time, don't feel pressure to immediately accept the offer. They know and aware that negotiations can take a week or more. Whether you are carrying on with negotiation, declining, or sealing the deal, a quick response confirming receipt of their email is called for. Number 5, have a senior colleague help you. This is especially important for brand new PhDs. If you are a newbie, you don't necessarily know what holes or gaps to look for in a contract. The fact that you got offered a position may already be good enough for you. However, understand that this is the only chance you will get to negotiate certain parts of your job offer. This is why it is wise to consult your advisor or a senior professor about the job offer. They will be able to give you insights about whether the offer is good enough for your level or you are being shortchanged. Number 6, leverage the competition. If you are fortunate enough to receive multiple offers from different institutions, this is your best leverage when it comes to negotiation. Politely let them know through a short and courteous email that you received another competitive offer and that you need time to weigh your options. This thought will send them into overdrive and make them want you more. Knowing that someone else is eyeing their candidate pretty much breaks down the negotiation barrier. If they do not have any other solid candidates, the risk of losing their candidate to another institution will make them more likely to agree to your demands. This is why you want to apply for multiple positions. In case you do not have another offer, do not pretend that you have one in hand. Never lie or be manipulative or misleading. The academic world is a lot smaller than you can imagine. Almost everyone knows everyone. Explain your situation in a factual manner. For example, if you already had an interview with another school and they are in the process of making decision, just share that information. If you are scheduled to visit another school, just state this in a factual manner. Do not pad the situation. Eventually, it will catch up to you. Number 7, know your limitation. Every department and institution has limitations when it comes to their funding and logistics. There is no negotiating beyond those limitations. If they really cannot swing it and you continue to negotiate, they will be put off. They may not withdraw the offer, but it will pretty much paint a disadvantageous picture with your department if you do end up yielding and accepting the offer. You don't want to plant seeds of resentment well before you are able to establish your working relationships. If the department chair or the dean says that certain things cannot be negotiated, do not bring these items to the table again. Know when to stop when you sense that your negotiation is about to hit a wall. Maintaining good faith is the key to negotiation. Do not waste your chances of getting a prime offer by being greedy or stubborn. There is no guarantee that you will come out the winner in a negotiation. The rule of thumb is to be firm yet polite. If they are still talking to you, keep at it until they yield or you get a flat-out no. In this video, I covered 7 tips for negotiating a faculty job offer. They are: number 1, negotiate according to your goals. Number 2, do your homework to justify your negotiation request. Number 3, communicate via email in a professional manner. Number 4, don't leave them hanging. Number 5, have a senior colleague help you. Number 6, leverage the competition. Number 7, know your limitation. Then, when you make your decision, immediately let them know of your decision. Express gratitude for giving you their time and the opportunity. Whether you are accepting or declining an offer, leave it on a good note. Even reject will serve to be good connections in your professional journey. Do you have any negotiating tips? If you do, please share your tips in the comment section below. The members of this community will benefit from the information you share. As always, thank you so much for watching.